It took 2,300,000 stones with no technology to put these things together.
Look, this is how it all goes down. My name's Gary Hinckley, born and raised in Greenfield.
You guessed it, everybody. Welcome back to Front Porch Files. My name is Gary, and I ain't talking about that's what you guessed about. I'm talking about the three pyramids in Egypt. The three pyramids in Egypt were about 2,300,000 stones all put together. That's how many it took to build all three pyramids. A lot of people don't know that the pharaoh wanted all of these done in 20 years. How are we going to do that when each stone is about 70 tons? How much is 70 tons? Well, about 35 denali's.
No way!
Wow. Well, maybe a bunch of people can get them moved, but how about when the law of physics comes into play? Now you got to go up 450 feet because that's how tall these damn things are. And mind you, let me go ahead and just tell you 20 years. Oh, 20 years, three pyramids. These dudes had no technology. Okay. I've been in cement for over 9 years. I lived in the state of Washington and they had these pours called mat pours. Okay. One pour for a skyscraper, just one. And there's a lot more than just one for a skyscraper. The first one they had was 11,000 yards. Each truck, I think we were only holding between 10 to 12 yards. You do the math. It took all night, and that's from transporting it here and there. These blocks were made out of limestone or granite. You have to wet those before you cut them. So it's not like they could just drag them all the way over here, get them cut, get them wet, drag them all the way over here, and let's just start building up. I don't get it. This thing is just something where a lot of people will say, oh, the silver birds came down, or the Anunnaki, the aliens, whatever the hell you want to call them, the giants, which they do have in the hieroglyphics in there. We'll get to that in a minute. Obviously, yeah, there were three pyramids. They had to do it in 20 years. Now, think about it like this, just the architect part about it. You couldn't be off more than a millimeter to an inch going up like that, because then it would look like the Tower of Pisa. Um, the crazy thing is, what about the structure inside of all these pyramids? They had hallways, they had secret tunnels, they had passageways, they had ways to go up to where the pharaoh's tomb was. Nuts. You just see pictures of it, and it looks like somebody got a trolley and just smoothed everything out when they laid the mud. That is what really gets me. On top of that, some dude said he went in there and under one of the pyramids, I think it was the second one, it connects to the Sphinx. That's another thing. Now we got the Sphinx and the pyramids connected together, which the Sphinx, that was a whole process in itself to get built. A whole nother wonder of the world. So now he says when he went down there, there's three levels under the pyramid. So before you even start, because mind you, all these had to be done in 20 years. What about the shafts? They called it the Orion shaft. And no, we're not talking about his pecker. But it linked underground, 100 feet underground from the second pyramid all the way to the Sphinx. What's that all about? Then you get all of the cosmic shit into play. These pyramids were exactly aligned under Orion's belt. For those who don't know, when you look up in the sky at night and you see three stars exactly right next to each other, all three of those stars, when you go over here to Egypt, they'll look, and each one of them is directly aligned with every pyramid. That's crazy. While I was doing this research, I was looking up. You know, they found pyramids supposedly in Antarctica.
What?
How the hell does that happen? How did that even get built? How did the technology over there just get built? Huh? Did they have penguins help them move it? What about the ones in Australia? How did that happen? The technology that they had, is there hieroglyphics in those? What kind of drawings are there? People were trying to say that all the hieroglyphics in the pyramids don't add up to nothing. So you mean they built three pyramids, supposedly less than 20 years, and said, okay, kids, go ahead and go inside and color all over the fucking walls. It didn't happen like that. Those things mean something. And we just can't figure them out. So all these smart people are saying, well, I can't figure it out. So therefore, it don't mean shit. This always totally blows my mind. I mean, this is like a story that we've all talked about around a campfire or at the bar, over dinner, over the phone, that nobody can seem to figure out where the technology came from. Obviously, it came from something advanced. But then you start getting called the quack, and oh, here we go. He believes in aliens and all that other stuff. So we'll just go ahead and leave it at that. What do you think? How do you think it happened? Let me know. Be good.